All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Pacer Chat on July 31st, 2025. Coming off a huge week, a big weekend racing this past weekend in Florida. Well, one race. You had the Trident, which was great. So we got Marc Burgett joining us tonight, the winner, and he's going to kind of recap the race. But first, we're going to go around and talk about how everybody's doing on their running. We were talking pre the going live, and me and Marty aren't doing so well on the training. So, but Bobby Joe, how's your training going? You got your big race coming up in October, track race up in, I always forget, is it North Carolina?
Charleston, South Carolina.
South Carolina, the other Carolina, 24-hour track race. We're calling it the ladies race. The ladies are going to South Carolina, and the guys are going to Arkansas that weekend.
We're gonna have fun. Oh yeah, it's not so bad. My mileage isn't where I want it to be, but my Achilles is definitely not bothering me like it used to. So yeah, lifting weights and running, and did the bike 2 days last week, and if I'm lucky, I won't have to do it any days this week.
And it's been hot out there. Everyone knows. So it's been very, very nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Marty's
I'm so glad I'm not running any of those summer races. I've pulled out a Durty Beer, pulled out a PTC. I'm not regretting that.
All right, Marty, you got Javelina coming up the end of October. That's your big goal A race. I think you kind of talked about you're in the same boat as me. How's your running going?
Well, I was doing good. My buddy Dean, who's like my running buddy, I found out he's only like a little over an hour away from me. So he drove up Sunday and met me at Lake Hollingsworth, and we did a long run together. Had a good time. Time flew by. And then I bought a TV stand for my apartment and threw my dang back out like Monday night. Put that sucker together. And so I've been recuperating from that. I finally went all day today with no pain, but I just decided I wasn't going to risk it by running or swimming. But I had gotten into a routine of running and swimming every day last week but one. I took one off day and felt really good about it. You know, I could see my fitness was getting better, and Strava was telling me that. You know, it says your fitness increased by 14 points or whatever, and then it's gone down by 30 points probably.
Yeah.
Since Sunday.
Marc, you had your big weekend this weekend, but you got your next big race. You're running PTC. Did you take a couple of days of recovery and then ramp back up?
Yeah, I took 3 days off and just got back today. So 8 miles today. Everything feels real good. I went for physical therapy this morning. So get the legs feeling a little bit better, which always helps. And so jump back into it now. Heavy week next week. We'll probably go back to 90 miles a week for the next couple weeks now.
Oh, man. What I would do for a 50-mile week. I might get it this week because I got Durty Beer on Saturday. So my running was kind of non-existent down in Mexico. I felt your pain of running on the beach down there. That's where I had to run. And so I did 2 5-mile runs down there, and that was kind of it. A little bit. I guess I could say I'm in the taper. So if you just keep running a race every week, your bad running is you can just explain you're in a taper or you're coming off of recovery from a race. So I'm hoping to get through this weekend and then ramp it up, get a short training cycle into PTC. So we'll see. But the big thing we're talking about tonight on everyone's mind is the Trident that happened this weekend down in Jupiter, Florida. Marc, is that whole course sandy or is it just small sections of it?
The whole course is sand. It just varies in thickness. Some slightly packed, and then others is probably, I'd say, 3 to 6 inches thick. So
wow.
100% of it's sand.
I did my 2 runs I did in the sand. Basically, my calves were burning after a couple of days. Like I noticed it right away, just doing 5 miles each day on it. So it kind of sucked. So All right,
Yeah.
let's. You want to give a quick overview on how the race went?
Yeah, I was surprised actually how well the race went. I've been training on the beach, get used to the sand, and the sand on the beach is so thick. You know, it's a lot thicker than what it was at Trident, and it's a lot heavier than what it was at Trident. It's just like it's not possible that this sand's going to be this thick at Trident. So when I got there, actually it felt very good. So each loop is 3.3 miles. 24 hours, you repeat that for 24 straight hours, one loop each hour. And we started out, ran with a couple other runners. Most people know Cole Battilli and Michael Musso. We spent every loop together, at least the first 2 miles of the loop, and then we separated it near the end of each loop. But it was no shade whatsoever through the entire race. It's straight sun.
Really? Holy moly. Now, we want to talk about how competitive this race is. So if you look over on the right side of the screen, these are, if you look on Ultra Sign Up, these are always like course record, top 10 on it. So you go down. So Marc broke the course record in 13:03. Cole was second in 14:07. Mike Musso has the third fastest time in 14:14. Justin Boyle, who's kind of new to the ultra scene, 16:27. William Murrow was 17:28, and Nick Urena squeaked in at 17:30. So Nick had a top 10 time in there. Congrats, Nick's in the chat. Congrats to you. Props. For some reason on the Nick, you're driving me nuts because on the was it the results or the timing page, your name was spelled wrong. I don't know if you did it on purpose. So,
I think he had a trademark in his name also.
Was that what it was?
It looked like it.
Let's see if it shows up on Ultra Sign Up. It should show up. It showed up on that. I was curious what it showed up on. So yeah, so you got Mark, Cole, Mike. Congrats to you guys. You guys are at podium. Justin, another great run. He's getting stronger and stronger. Keep an eye on Justin out of Punta Gorda. I ran with him, I think back in February. Me, him, and Luke did a run out there. William Morrow, I don't know. I don't recognize that name. He's right in my area. Did you talk with him at all?
No, I don't recall him. I don't recall him at all. I was with Cole and Michael the whole race, and then Nick was right with us quite a bit. So, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So congrats, Nick. I know he wanted to go back and get it done. Aaron Homan, 7th. Charlie was 8th. Louis Coco, glad to see he got that done. 9th. Mark Gilman out of Beverly Hills. Great job. Mark's been running a lot of races lately. And Shay Frederick and John Parker. So that's 12 got it finished. So congrats to those 12. Was there not a female on there? No.
No, Jamie Saunders was, she probably had to withdraw, like I say, 3/4 into the race, probably lap 18 or so. She had to pull out. She started throwing up, and was going through some heat issues. So she ended up dropping.
Okay. Did anybody get eliminated during the race at all?
I don't think anybody got eliminated. They passed out those the Phoenix coins around midnight. So if anybody's eliminated, we use the Phoenix coins to say you can save yourself. Everybody gets one. If you have to use yours up, then somebody else is willing to help you out and give theirs to you so you can stay in the race. So pretty much everybody that was out of the race withdrawed themselves or didn't make it back in time.
Yeah. So Nick Urena has a question for you. What was your fastest loop?
Fastest loop, I think, was around 28 minutes. So I think my average loop was about 34 minutes was the average.
How was it having that time off, having about 20 to 25 minutes off between loops?
That was the best thing I've ever experienced. So I was I've never felt so good through a whole race like I did there. You'd think I would really be beat up. But that 24 minutes that I was able to spend just refueling, rehydrating, I didn't really spend a lot of time in the chair. I was moving around, stretching out, and just kept loose. But that 24 minutes was huge. I mean, you keep your nutrition straight throughout a race, and that's normally on a 100-mile race is where I lack and put myself into a bad spot in the second half of the race. But with this 24 minutes, I was able to focus on nutrition and hydration the whole way throughout the race.
That's pretty cool. I was getting I was at Mark put us in a chat. So there was a group of, I don't even know. I only knew like one other person in the chat. Well, I recognized one other number on the chat, Matt Clapper.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great that all day long, we were hanging out at the pool in Mexico. But I would check my phone periodically, and Ramon was keeping us up to date. What's funny was he was texting from your phone. So I kept thinking you were texting.
Yeah, and then we realized it. We're like, after 5 hours, it's like, why don't we just put you in the chat too? That way you don't have to worry about my phone. So that's what we ended up doing.
Yeah, it worked out. I loved it. It was great getting the updates. And if I needed any deeper updates, I would ask Ramon. So I kept asking him, like, how's Nick doing? I would ask individually, like, how's Nick doing? How are some of the other guys doing? So it was great to see Cole. How is Cole? Because a lot of people, if you're newer to the running scene, you don't know who Cole is. Cole's he's one of those, I would say pre-COVID runners. So I think nowadays we're coming into, you have a lot of runners came in during COVID, and then you saw these pre-COVID runners. So like Cole was one of the dominating runners in Florida. You had, who was the other one? Patrick Harabos. I could put them all in the same scene. And who's the other one I'm thinking of down there?
Eddie. Was it Eddie?
Who?
Eddie Souza?
Yeah, Eddie. Eddie Souza was the other one. So those guys were great runners. So how was Cole look? Cole's actually a fast marathoner too.
He is. He's like a 2:38 marathoner. So he ran fantastic the whole race. He ran strong the whole race. I knew he was complaining about his knee. He dealt with his knee issue that was pretty sore for probably 3/4 of the race. He ran through that thing. So he hung tough the whole race with that knee problem and ended up getting through it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it showed that you were nervous early on that he was hanging with you.
Yeah, I know Cole. I've kept an eye on Cole for years, and because I know he's a really good marathoner. So I knew he was going to be right up there with us.
Yeah. And great finishes by the other guy. Mike Musso is always fun to watch. He just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
You give it to Michael too, because he ended up doing Octo 100 a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks before that, I think. So I mean, he was just coming off a 100-mile race to run as well as he did is just amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, and then in the 18-hour, the Cauldron, we had one finisher. Mario. Do you know Mario? He's up by your area, Mark.
No, I don't know Mario.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I heard of. So he was the one finisher in there. I wish you told me how far some of the others made it in there. So Katie's in the chat. Katie, how many hours did you make it? Just put it in the chat really quick. And then sounded like no one wanted to do the Infinity Challenge.
I think they started when they got to around 20 hours, 22. I started to hear them talking that, and I didn't think it was going to happen.
I think Nick was starting a coup every time he went out. He was telling people, "Hey, let's not go on. Let's not go on."
Yeah, you could hear the whispers in the front of the field when we were getting ready to line up each. I could hear them starting to talk about it. I was like, "Oh, I bet you this is not going to happen."
So that's funny. So all right, Katie timed out on loop 4. So that's funny. So great race, Mark. I mean, can I tell people what your plans are next year for that race?
I guess you can.
Mark sounds like he wants to go back. He thinks there's still room to drop that course record.
No, I definitely do want to go back. When I was out there, I was like, just like any other race, I was like, I hate this. I'm never coming back to this. Give it a day, let it sink in, and then you're like, oh, yeah, we're going back. So, I mean, I went into that race blind, so I had no idea what the sand was going to be like, no idea what the course was like. And now after seeing that, the experience, I can go back and look at my data. I definitely think we could take probably 15 to 30 minutes off of that time. I really think that, because I felt fantastic that whole race.
That's good. And you trained pretty hard for it. So you did a couple simulation overnight runs.
I did a 20-hour run and a 22-hour run.
Yeah, so that's good. Now, quick question: do you have any interest in doing a backyard ultra, like the regular backyard ultra style?
No, none whatsoever. That's not my thing. You got to have the mindset for that. I need a finish line. So yeah, definitely not.
You'd much rather have 20, 25 minutes off between loops than.
And the finish line is 100 loops. 100 yards.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even know when the finish line is. I like to know going out there. That was nice going out there knowing 24 hours, you get halfway through the race, 3/4 of the race, it's going to end. But in those backyards events, no, you don't know when it's going to end.
You don't know. Yeah, I've yet to do one of those yet. So, and I know you're trying to convince me to go down to Trident next year, which, if it falls in into my schedule, I would love to go down there. So.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. That was probably the most fun race that I've ever ran in. I really had a good time at that. I enjoyed it. I've never run in a race like that, the backyard format, sort of, where you line back up every hour with all the runners. So it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
We got back on the start line, and everybody was going right to their same spots. Like you all had the seats at the table. Everybody goes to their same seat at the table every day. We were all going to the same spots on the line every single time.
That's awesome.
Yep. I think. Go ahead, Marty.
It's just a vibe that anytime you're at that race in particular, it's so damn hard because it's in the middle of July or at the end of July in South Florida, and it starts at noon, so it's hot as balls. And then it's not easy, and so the vibe that comes from people challenging themselves like that, it rubs off on everybody. Just being down there and being a volunteer is hard, man, because like they've got that little thermometer sitting on the aid station thing, and it's saying real feel of 118 or whatever, and you can feel the heat coming up from that white sand. It's like nothing else, but people love it, man. I mean, I was so disappointed that I didn't get to go back and do the VIP tent this year, but I'll be there next year.
Yeah. Hey,
we got to give a shout out to Eric DeSimone. He was doing some live streaming from auditioning for Pacer Travel live stream, I think. No, he was doing good. I got a lot of my updates from him and his posts, so that was appreciated.
And the funny thing was, several people had mentioned, they reached out like, "Hey, are you guys live streaming it?" And so we, because of being out of town, we couldn't live stream it. But if I'm not running it next year, I think that would be an awesome race to live stream. So we may look into it next year that we get down there and do it. So I think a lot of people would enjoy that. So I think everyone was hungering for updates in that race. So it was good. It was good. I had an inside, so I like that. So I appreciate that, Mark. So. All right, that's it for the Florida races. We're going to go out to Colorado for Speed Goat by UTMB. That race was originally started by Carl Metzler, and then he sold out to UTMB, unfortunately. He took the big paycheck so he can go play golf. And I had a hard time finding results. I hate looking up results from UTMB. It's just hard to do online. Well, you can look at the results, but you can't really see who from Florida was running. But overall, on the female side, Jennifer Lichter, she broke the course record and first woman in the 18-year history to go under 6 hours. And she was first place in 5 hours, 54 minutes. And Ryan Becker on the men's side. So this was a sprint to the finish. So it was only 6 seconds between first and second. So Ryan Becker held off Eric Sorensen. This was the 100K race. So in 5:17:26, and then Eric Sorensen came in 6 seconds later. So that's a very, very, very close race there. Before we talk about the next race, I got a trivia question. See if any of you guys can answer this. So the Grand Slam of Ultra. What are the 5 races in the Grand Slam of Ultra? of
Shout
running.
them out?
Yeah, sure.
Or is it for the viewers?
What? Yeah, for you guys. So the Grand
Western
Slam
States?
is Western States,
Old Dominion.
Leadville,
Old Dominion,
Wasatch, Vermont.
Wasatch, Vermont,
Did we miss one?
Leadville.
Western States.
Leadville.
Yes,
Yep. Those are the 5. So you gotta do 4 out of the 5. Do you know what race? Well, and if you're in the chat, we'll give you a second so you can answer this question. Do you know what race gets added if one of those is canceled? So in 2021, the Vermont 100 was canceled. Do you know what race they added to replace the Vermont 100? Actually, I think Vermont was canceled twice, and this has been added twice.
That's a good one.
If you're in the chat.
Eastern States.
Eastern States, no. It happened this past weekend. We're going to talk about it next.
Oh, okay. Burning River.
Burning River in Ohio. So that's one of the great, I think they call it, and I got to look this up, like the Great American Slam. So there's 10 races in the Great American Slam. So Burning River is one of them. I think Arkansas Travelers won, Pinhoti. So 10 of the, kind of original. Not many people do it because you got to do it in 1 year, and to get into all 10 of those races is next to impossible with the lotteries and stuff. So Burning River up in Ohio, it's just south of Cleveland. Happened this weekend. A great race. I ran it back in maybe 2019 as my second 100-mile race. So it's the 19th edition of the race. Used to be point to point. Now it's an out and back. Great course. It kind of takes you through all these little pocket parks in the Cleveland area and links them all together through like rail trails. So it's pretty cool. So this year, Megan Alvarado was a female winner in 21:52. She was 7th overall, and Alec Klein was first male in 16:30. I don't even know what my time was back in the. I think I ran in the 27-hour mark when I did it. I crashed and burned very bad. So with 3 Florida runners up there this year. You had May Barker at Orange Park up near you, Mark. She was 22nd overall. Renee Bortels out of Tampa. Great runner down here. She was 41st. And Mason Neeson out of West Palm Beach was 85th in the race. I think there was 111 finishes. So looking for a good Western States qualifier race. I call it a mid-mountain race. Burning River up in Ohio is a great race. Also happening this weekend was Never Summer. I can't find any results for them, so we don't get to talk about them. We had a lot of Florida runners go out there a couple years ago. A lot of people like that race. So, but I don't know. I can't find the results for it. All right, coming up this weekend, 2 big races in the state of Florida. Up in the north, you have River to Sea. Mark, you said you've run this race several times. You want to?
I have to.
Yeah, I've run that race back in 2016 and 2017. I think they have a 6-hour and a 12-hour option. So it's in Palm Coast, so it's probably an hour south of Jacksonville, a little bit less than an hour south of Jacksonville. But it's a great course. I believe it's a mile loop. It's just off the ocean. It's in between the ocean and the river, and that's why they call it River to Sea. But it's a mile loop, and it's on I'd say a dirt road. 70% of the road, or 70% of the 1 mile loop is shade. So it's a great course through a park. Just a fantastic, quiet little peaceful area.
Yeah, it's nice and soft underfoot, a lot of pine straw on the road, and it's a great community because you see everybody for the whole time because it's such a short loop. It's like 0.889 or something like that.
All right, trivia question. Who has the course record in the 12-hour? Who has the course record in the 12-hour?
I know that one because I was there, I think, when she did it. Mm-hmm. It's a female, right?
Oh, I did like a female.
Yeah, it's Viola. It's
Violetta.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. I wasn't even looking at the female side. I was laughing on the men's side because it was Mark has it on the men's side with 72 miles. And then we were talking about Eddie Souza earlier. Eddie Souza in 2021 did 67 miles, which is pretty impressive. So, and Charlie's on there in 2024 with 59 miles. So, I didn't even realize they have a wait list.
That Violetta, she's only 28.
Yeah, I think she was 25 when she set the course record.
She's kind of dropped off the planet in the last couple of years. I haven't seen her around. But the last time I saw her, I think the year that I ran Daytona, which was 22, she ran the 50 miler and won it. Or at least the female winner.
All right. I'm going through the entry list for the 12-hour. I don't know if you've seen it, Mark. I don't recognize many names on there.
I recognize a bunch of them.
Yeah, shout them out as we go through. Nikki Martell.
Yeah, Peyton Godwin, Shauna Banning are all friends. Beth Cazenave is a 2-time Daytona finisher. And Keys, I think she's done Keys. Let's see, Christina Brown. That's the girl that lives down the street from you, Jeff.
Oh, that's my neighbor. Yeah, I have yet to run into her. I run past her house every single. She's literally 4 houses down.
Samantha Pinzone is from the Jupiter area.
Yeah,
I'm sure Katie knows her.
Yep. Christina Brown from Dunedin, Florida, on Orangewood Drive.
Neil LaFerrera is a friend of mine from Palm Coast.
I think I recognize a lot more in the 6-hour. So, all right, that should be a fun race. We'll recap it next week.
I thought I saw a post by Greg Lawson saying he was going to be there.
He is. Greg Lawson is crewing up there this weekend.
Okay.
So his
Danica Bolton, she's the one that paced me at the end of Long Haul the last week.
Yeah.
Looks like Joseph Miller is running the 6-hour.
Yeah. Yep, I saw that on there.
Miller.
Young Joe.
Yeah.
Young Joe.
Newly engaged Joe.
Newly engaged. Oh, we didn't mention that. Newly engaged Joe is running. Then you got Special K, Katrina, and Katie. They're down there. They're with us this weekend down in Mexico.
Carrie DeLina is the race director over in Savannah for Rough Runners. Run for a Reason.
Yeah. All right. So they should have a fun race up there. So we'll have to get some updates on that race later on. So Kitty. Yeah, Nick. We talked about it, Nick. I'm reading the comments, and Nick's like, I talked him out. I don't know if you put these up there. You talked him out of the Infinity. We know you talked him out of the Infinity Challenge. You wanted to get home to your family. So, all right. So that's River to see this weekend. So good luck to everyone running up there on Saturday. Our second race we're talking about is Durty Beer. And actually, we are kind of giving a race briefing on Durty Beer. We're going to do this really quick. We never updated the pictures up here because this is not the view you're going to get this weekend. So, most important thing about Durty Beer is it is not in St. Pete this year. It will be in Seminole, Florida. And the address, you got to go to the website to get the address because I don't have it. But we'll go over the entry list in a second. So I was curious about the history of DBR. So I reached out to the guy that started the race, Sean Connolly. They started a few years ago. It's Brian Heron just texted me, DBR now live. So I have a brief. He wrote down the history of DBR. So basically, what it said, he launched it when Eric Friedman. If you guys don't know who Eric Friedman is, he is the guy that started the Florida Ultra Runners page on Facebook. That's who Eric is. He told me he needed an excuse to come down to St. Pete to check out the brewery scene. He didn't show up for 2 years. They said the first year was 2013. First year, only 20 participants. Second year, 80. Third, 120. Awards all came from the dollar store. Hence, he used to call it the bag of crap. Just assortment of stuff. I think recently, over the last couple of years, they've been doing like a 6-pack of beer. Basically, someone asked me the question, where did Durty Beer come from? And it was launched as an excuse to go brewery hopping with the expectation that it would be sweaty runners. So that's why it's called Durty Beer. So dirty because we're sweaty, and then the bear run. So it's always been a great race. I think I've probably done it 6-7 times. The Conleys stepped away a few years ago, and Angie and Omar down in St. Pete, they took over for a couple years. And then this year we have Benny Gossip. He has taken over as a race director. He's been thrown into the mix this year with it being a new location. We have a chat on here with all of us, with 4 of us who Benny, Brian Heron's been doing a great job helping out. David Whiteside, who's a legend on that top 10 performance there. You'll see his name all over the place. And then me have been helping. So if you have any issues with Durty Beer, your best option, go find Benny and challenge him to a fight. He would love to fight you. Just kidding. He's ex-MMA. And he couldn't be on the show tonight because he's teaching MMA classes. So if you have an issue, I just keep it to yourself. So race this year is at Walsingham Park in Seminole. Course is just an easy out and back. You're going to start and go about 1.25 miles out, 1.25 miles back, and then we have a small little loop, little tiny loop to get back into the parking lot. We're going to make a chute that we can set up tents and everything on either side. We got a couple pavilions there. Should be a blast. It's a fat ass race, so there's no aid stations. You're asked to supply your own aid. There will be a group out there, clever training between 9:45 and 1:15, and they'll have a water station at the turnaround. They'll have H2O water, Gatorade, gels, and pickles. So, but bank on having your own stuff. Every lap you come through, you must mark your, sometimes there will be people at the table. There will be clipboards with names on them, and you can mark off your lap. Make sure you mark off your lap every loop. Kona Ice will be there from 1 to 2. So if you need a slushie right around that ending mark, Kona Ice will be there. Bring some cash. That way you can get it pretty quickly. I think they're giving us a really good deal on it. After party, I got some pictures. The DBR, we always do. We're not doing a brewery tour. We're just going to do an after party. The after party is at Brian Heron's house. Just kidding. We are going to Mike's Tap House. So they got a lot of beers on tap, and they serve pizza in there. And basically, it's going to be a good time there. So if you can carpool, they have room for 30+ cars. But if you can carpool, we appreciate it. We'll probably take over the whole place for a few hours. So it'll be great. Kona Ice is going to be $2. He just wrote that, so you got that. Parking. If you're on the Durty Beer site, go to the Facebook page. Brian does a great job of parking. You're going to go in the main entrance off 102nd Avenue, and you'll drive a 1/4 mile back and look for signs for shelter 3, 4, 5, and 6. So gate opens at 7. There's nothing we can do about that. We tried to get the gate open earlier. We couldn't do it. So gate opens at 7. We're going to give you an hour to set up. Race is going to start at 8 o'clock. Will be hot. Make sure you bring ice. It's going to be pretty crazy. It will be hot out there. So you get the ice bandanas, ice, frozen water bottles. Just make sure you take care of yourself. I meant to look up temps. I don't know what the temps are going to be. I think it's like 92 to 94. Entry list. So we got 104 entries. We let everyone off the wait list. You got on the female side, you got Loanne coming up, so we're pretty excited about that. Melissa McGinn, she's running. Stephanie Miller, she's just a legend in the sport. So it's good to see her out there. She's recovered a little bit. Trying to think who else we have on the list. Melissa Frazzo, she was down in Mexico with us. She flies in every year from Arizona and does the Grand Slam, all 3 races. She flies in for all 3 races from Arizona. So we're excited to see her. She's actually flying in from Cancun this year. So I think she leaves Cancun tomorrow and flying here for the race. Laura Bradley's on there. On the men's side, Eric Kalina, who did really well over in Orlando at Lake Baldwin. Vince Carter. Vince Carter is going to be tough, man. I'm looking forward to running with Vince. Vince is one of my guys. Where's the other one? Who's the other one? Who's the other one I mentioned to you, Bobby Joe, that you were helping crew? Our English fellow.
Andrew Kelly.
Andrew Kelly. Andrew Kelly's coming. I think Andrew's going to be doing well. Nick Urena coming off his big Trident. He'll be down there. Same. Also, Mark Gilman's coming too, who also finished Trident. So good to see. Jordan Eggman's in there. Mark Palmer, long time runner. Who's the one you wanted me to look out for, Mark?
I've been told Noah Corbett. He's going to come in with a 0%, but I've heard he's a pretty fast marathoner.
Yeah, so this is the one.
You always got to watch out for the 0%. There's going to be somebody that sneaks in there.
Yes. Celeste down here. It's her first race. She is a great runner. I think she'll podium this weekend. It'll be her first ultra. Her son is a very fast middle school miler. I still don't know how Ben Rittenhouse has no ultra sign up and he's run a bunch of ultras. I didn't see, where was his name at? Did I miss it?
No, he's on there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it. Noah Corbett.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up at the top of the 0%. There
it is. Yeah, from Gulfport. So he's a fast marathon. What was his marathon time, Mark?
I think he's a 2:35. I think he ran 2:35 in Boston.
Jeez. So it'll be that's I got to do recon for Mark for PTC.
He's one of Desi's buddies.
Yeah. So bummer not seeing Desi on the list. So all right. So we're looking forward to Durty Beer. Should be fun. We're hoping the new race course is as good as it's been the last couple of years. I'm curious how it's going. Durty Beer has always been a tough race to run for some reason. That course in St. Pete was just nasty. I think it made PTCs easier than Durty Beer, in my opinion. I've always hit 36 miles, never have gone over 36 miles. So I'm hoping one of these days, I'm hoping it's an easier course and I can hit 30, 39 miles on there. So
well, people won't be distracted by the water park at this one.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I've actually run at that park before when I was staying in the Airbnb right down the road from it. And it's a nice park. There's a lot of turns that you can I don't know how well y'all are gonna have the tape crossing the wrong turns. But
no, we're actually running on the opposite side of the park where a lot of people run, just because it's packed over on that side. So we're on the opposite side of the lake. So I think we'll have that section all to ourselves. So
okay.
Those should be good. So I'm curious how far back. The first results go back to 2015. It's not showing up. So I was curious how far back I go. We will have plenty of signs. Tyler Booth, that's an old name. I haven't heard in a long time. He was a great runner. Luis Gomez. There I am. 30 miles. That was the first year I ran it. 2016. So, all right. So now that's races. Now we got a whole list of stuff to go through. We're going to try and go through it quick. Well, we got a little bit of time, but try something new. We have the scroller going on here, and this is it's the ticker, so you get to see what we're gonna go through. We're gonna spit through these things pretty quickly. So you get a little bit of preview of what we're gonna talk about. So first up, Ultra Wedding. A lot of us were down in Mexico this weekend for Luis and Joanne's wedding. We had a great time. This is them on the beach, and luckily there was a nice breeze. Luis had the sickest shoes I've ever seen. They were actually pretty sweet. So
they were sweet.
Yeah. So it was a great time. There's a lot of us runners down there. We got to hang out. Here's a picture. There's 2 Western States belt buckles in there, and unfortunately I don't have one, so I have my Pinhoti belt buckle. This was at the welcome party they did on Saturday night. This is the Orlando crew that came out. So you got Diana in there, Katrina, Katie, JJ, a couple other runners in there that I hadn't met before. So that's that group. Great time hanging out with them. Do I have one more picture? I think that's it. So they did a great run on Sunday morning, the day of the wedding. So we were out there, but I'd never been to an all-inclusive resort. So I really enjoyed it. So we hung out. So you kind of had the Pinellas County run group and the Orlando run group. So it's kind of funny, but we all hung out, so it was a good time. So all you could drink, all you can eat. I thought I'd come back heavier. I actually came back lighter than when I went. I don't think I ate that much food, and I drank so much beer. I think I just lost all my weight in pee because I was peeing all the time. But a really fun time. So we enjoyed it. I would love, after going to the all-inclusive, my next thing I want to try and plan is if we can do it all-inclusive running trip where I can incorporate, we go out for like a 2-hour run in the morning, and then we hang out by the pools all day long and at an all-inclusive. And so I'm researching places we could go that has good running trails, safe running trails. Like I'm looking at like Jamaica and Ocho Rios, and I'm like, I don't know how safe it is to run outside of the resort. Mexico wasn't really too safe to run out. So I'm looking. So I'm going to see if we can come up with something in 2026 and do that. So, all right. The Florida 48. Do I have any information on that? So it's we did the teaser last week. That's the end of November. We have the it's up on Ultra Sign Up. So we did get our first runner to sign up. So we're looking forward to that. The link is in the show notes. You can go to that. Florida 48. We're going to do 4 hours every 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. That will be like an all-inclusive because we are cooking all your food. You must BYOB. We're going to hang out, have fun, be a great time in the along the Ocala Greenway. So we'll get you more information as that comes along. I'm watching the ticker as we go. What's up next on it? We got Ultra Wedding, Florida 48. Miles and Marty. Marty did a great podcast this week with Addison. I always forget his last name. Hendricks. Addison Hendricks. So young kid out of Pensacola, Florida. My takeaway from the podcast is if you're ever planning on doing HOTS or Val State, listen to that podcast because it was a great podcast. Listen to him talk about those races. Funny kid. Great podcast. You can go to Miles and Marty podcast. It's in the show notes, and you can listen to that. He dropped it this week. Great listen. I don't think I can't remember who'd you drop last week, Marty? Was it the 4 girls?
Last week was the Badwater ladies from Mountain.
Okay. So we had the so that and then he actually dropped some pretty good ones lately. So I enjoyed it. I've been going back to listen to the archive. So I just listened to Don Rychek. Yeah. I listened to you pronounce his name 10 times just so that I got to interview him next week. So I'm like, I I couldn't figure out how to say his name. So we had a mix up. I thought we were chatting last Tuesday. He thought I was chatting this Tuesday. It was a mix up, and Mark was laughing the whole time about it. So,
my next one is coming out probably Sunday or Monday. It's with Jenny Hoffman, and she is just I didn't know really her whole story. You know, I did some research and found it out in the last few days, but she is a physicist. You know, she teaches at Harvard, and she's a very decorated runner. But she is a great storyteller too, and so she was just a delight to talk to. It will take me like no time to edit it because it just flowed out of her, and it was, I could have talked to her for 4 hours. She gets up every morning at 4 a.m. to train, and so I had to be done by 8 o'clock so she could go to bed. So like an hour, 10 minutes with her, but I could have talked to her for 4 hours because she's just such a good storyteller. So that one's going to be fun. It'll be a good one.
And that's he'll be dropping that next week. So look for that one. She's also on the US 24-hour team. We will bounce around because Bobby Joe, you want to take the 24-hour challenge? You want to talk about that because we start tomorrow.
So it's tomorrow. So hopefully you are all registered, but even if you aren't, we'll take registration throughout the whole time. So up until August 23rd, you can register and or donate if that's just what you're looking for. But yeah, reminder that the 24-hour members have to fund their own way to France for the World Championship. So we're just trying to help them out a little bit. So you sign up. It's 24 days. Try to get at least 140 miles because that's what the men have to do to their minimum amount to get to qualify for the team. But whatever you can get, I posted a link on the group page. It's pretty simple just to go into your page and you find your race and you can update daily or whenever you get your runs in, and it will tally everything for you and we'll see how everybody does, and then share with us on the Facebook group.
So you can even go on. There's a donate button. So even if you want to go on and donate like $5-10, if you donate, 100% of your donation is going to the US 24-hour team. So and most of the race registration, besides if you ordered a shirt, is going to the US 24-hour team.
There were some questions. We're going to give it a little bit of time before we send out any of the swag. We want to get as many people to register as possible, so probably over the next week or so, and then we'll focus on getting that out. So if you did the swag, you will be getting your t-shirt and stickers. We just want to see, because obviously the more we can order at once, the better. So. Yep.
All right, we'll jump over to PTC really quick. Mark's getting excited about PTC. I think I hooked him up. Did you ever talk with Mark Middleton about crewing?
No, I haven't talked to him yet, so we're going to hook up here real soon.
All right, so we're hoping. So PTC, I did post, if you're coming into town, they're offering a really good deal at the Holiday Inn. And there it is. It was $167 at the Holiday Inn. I did book, who did I book? Jerry Raines out of Lakeland over in your area, Marty. So I booked him 2 nights. Missy Smith, who just got into the race off the wait list. We actually didn't put her at the Holiday Inn because she wanted a hotel closer to the start. So we actually got a better deal at a hotel closer to the start. So if you're coming into town, you looking for someone to help you book your hotel, Pacer Travel is a commission-based company, so it doesn't cost you any extra money. And we can book your hotel, and that goes to one of your race sponsors for PTC. I think that's the best deal I've seen on that hotel in a long time. They also wanted me to mention, what's that?
It's like, I never stayed anywhere that fancy. PTC, I was like, I'm going to be here 6 hours. What do you got for $50?
Yep. We got you hooked up for PTC. Yeah, and then the last thing they wanted me to talk about PTC, don't forget to order your shirts. They're doing a giveaway. One lucky winner will win a H-Drop hydration sensor. I have no clue what that is, but it's a $250 giveaway. The link to the PTC shirts are in the show notes. You can go there. Make sure you get it. You will not be able to get your shirt. You will not be able to buy a shirt on race weekend. So we got to pre-order these shirts. You can also order a shirt for a volunteer. If you're ordering one shirt, you can order a shirt for a volunteer and go to a volunteer because this race is all volunteer led. The race is run by a board. So we have a board of 6 of us that meet every other week, just kind of planning this race. The aid stations are all fully funded by the race, the people putting on the aid stations. Sometimes we'll offer them stuff if we have, like we do a big thing with gels with Yuma. We'll get them gels out there. So race is fully volunteered, free race, buy a t-shirt or buy a t-shirt for a volunteer also. All right, what else is going on?
Sensor is a reusable electrode sensor that tracks sweat loss, sweat rates, sodium, potassium, temperature, rechargeable battery. So it'll help.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Marty, you got something?
Yeah, I was just going to ask. So I have got to unregister so I can stream. So I need you to tell me how to do it. I've been trying. And the other thing, since I'm not registering, but I want one of the shirts. So will you get me one if I send you the money?
Yeah. We'll take care of that. So, all right. The shirts do look pretty cool. Oh, we showed the shirts a couple weeks ago, but here's the shirt just in case. We got a pig on it this year. So there is a pig at mile 27-ish. Brody that lives behind a fence. Yep. That is Brody. So that is all PTC. We'll start breaking down PTC a little bit more as the race comes on. And speaking of the sweat tests, they're getting ready to do the sweat test down in St. Pete at the Run Limited. What is it? The Run Limited treadmill. Where they did the backyard ultra on the treadmill. So Sean Simons is going to start doing that. They already do VO2 max down there. I'm going to try and go down there. I'd love to do a video of it. Sean's actually going to be out at Durty Beer, but Sean was also on the Where's the Finish podcast this week. Great guy. Great studio down there. He has those crazy treadmills that I already reached out to him to train for Arkansas on the Arkansas Traveler. I'm going to go down there and work on the treadmills down there. So, all right. So what do we have? What's left? I'm trying to go across.
August nights.
Yeah, so we got a couple of hit the races at the end. So we did Miles and Marty. We'll throw back World Mountain Trail. I got a cool video. We did PTC Hotel, PTC Shirt. New co-RD for Octopus. Congratulations to Katie Jenkins. And who was the other one? Bobby Joe? You said her name earlier. I can't remember. But either way, we forgot to mention this. Yeah, Katie. Yeah, we forgot to mention it last week. So congrats to Katie for getting that. I wouldn't say it's promotion, but for getting that co-RD. So new to the sport, already jumping into the RDing. So congrats to that. Strava this week. I was able to log on. Do I have the Strava? Did I bring in the Strava? I don't think I brought the Strava things in. So we're going to wait a second.
I can't log on because I'm on a different computer. So
yeah, I had them on there. I don't know why they're not showing up. All right, we're going to pull it in right here. I can work on the fly. We know Michael Stork is He led with 106 miles, and then you had all your Trident runners in there. You had Mark, Justin, Mike Musso, Nick, Mark Gilman. So congrats to all those guys. On the female side, I don't know who this one is. Jill Paya? Anybody know?
Yeah, I don't know that name.
I think she's so I looked at her because the other she led for the vert challenge on Strava. So I know some of it's kind of, let me pull up this one.
She's an elite tower runner.
Is that what it is?
Wow.
So she trains on a tower. So she did 12,000 feet. Greg Carlo, do not watch that. He has a Garmin and his watch sucks. And so Greg probably had 200 feet of climb this week. But my what type of doctor is it? The guy that gave me vasectomy, Chad Hupsher. Now I know Chad did 6,100 feet because he's out in the Seattle area doing some runs out there. So I know Chad got it. Chad's actually running with me at Arkansas Traveler, so he's getting some vert in. Running time, Justin Boyle had the longest at 25. Mark was just running too quick out there. Musso, 25, and Mark Gilman. So congrats to them. And then you got Stork. Stork's actually, I ran with Stork down. He was down at the wedding down in Mexico, so I did a run with him on Sunday. He might have a slow week this week, Mark, because they're driving out to Steamboat currently they left today to go out to Steamboat. So Mike's running the stagecoach race out there, goes Flagstaff up to the Grand Canyon. So that's what he was training for. So great job there. So what else we got on there? Runkin winners. So me and Bobby Joe I asked her, I go, who do you think won the Runkin challenge? And I said, don't tell me, because I have two people I picked, and we picked the exact same person. So they won the Runkin challenge. So what we're doing, I didn't tell you who it was. Bobby Joe, you want to tell them who they are? And I'll get ready with who won.
You want me to say?
Yeah, who did we pick?
Miss Katie Jenkins and Miss Nicole K.
All right, congrats. So they had I think they each had close to a 50K on Runkin, multiple Runkins. So congrats to those guys. So the winner.
And Nicole had the most. She hit the 8 one day, I think it was.
Yeah. And Katie had the best video. A video a while ago. So congrats to them. So what we're doing, I got them in this week. I got race shirts in with Pacer Travel, made by Terra. I can't say the word, Terra Nova. The material on this is pretty awesome. Like it's a pretty cool shirt. I'm actually wearing it right now. I did a 4-mile run. My nipples did not hurt afterwards, so that's a 2 thumbs up in this hot weather. So we will get you guys shirts when we see you. We'll see you guys soon.
Should we get them donuts too? I mean,
what's that? We'll bring you a bag of donuts. So cool shirts. Really like them. So what do we got? So we got the Runkin 24-hour RunFluent Christmas race. This is Chris Stengel. They're putting on this race. I'm going to take this down really quick because he gave us. They're trying to promote the relay team code. So Mark, you want to come down and run the relay with me?
A little bit too far down there for that. What's it, a 5K? Is it a 5K?
And I believe it's a 5K course. Let's see if I can pull it up. Actually, not a bad course. It's a 7-hour race. So he wanted people to be able to get an ultra, so he picked a 7-hour distance, gave people a little bit more time. Let's see. It is, see if it says it. It doesn't say what the course is, but I want to say it was about a 5K course, pretty runnable. I ran several loops on it a couple years ago. I want to see if someone signed up for the relay. Nope, no one in the relay yet, so you can do well in it. So I got a couple potential people that want to run with me. Vince Carter talked about it. So we might put together a team, Pacer travel team. So we're looking for some other teams to go up against us. So love to see you guys out there. If you're going to do the relay, 25%, use code PACER. We also got what's the other races? You guys, Hot August Nights. That's Andy Matthews up in Inverness. I want to say it is. It actually doesn't show up on Ultra Sign Up because it's not an Ultra. Great rate. I think that's coming up August 23rd, if that is a Saturday. He still has some spots open. Curious. I forgot to check with him and see how many spots he had left with that. So if you're looking for a short summer race, hot August nights, I can't remember what the distance was. We had it up last week. TikTok's coming up. Mark knows all about TikTok. Mark won the race. Was it last year you did the race?
Yeah, I did the 12-hour last year, so that was the first time I ever ran that race down in Lakeland, Florida.
Yep.
So I'm thinking about going down there this year, possibly. I'm signed up for the Miami 100, but I got some family issues that have popped up, so if I can't make it down for Miami 100, I'm thinking about going out there for the 6-hour race, I believe it is then.
Who is in the 6-hour? There's also a relay out there, which is good. So I'm trying to see if I recognize anybody in that race. I don't. But what is? You know what the record is for the 6-hour?
I do not. I would guess. Let's see. I'll guess 30, 39.
I can't figure out how to get to it. I see I got the 12-hour up here. I can't figure out how to get to the 6-hour. So we'll have to look it up. 39 is a pretty good number. So TikTok, still some races in there. We talked about Hot August Nights, Trick and Trot. Did I say that right? Let's see. Let's pull up where is it? Events. The Trick or Trot 5K, 10K, and I'm acting like you guys can see this. So this is Joe Miller's race along the Greenway. Great race. If you're looking for just a short 5K, 10K, you want to take your kids up to it. Great race by Joe Miller. A few other races. So this is October 25th when Marty's at Javelina. But you can do that's combat racing. So you want to join that race, we'll throw the link in the chat. So got that race, RunFluent, what else? Hot August Nights. Did we cover everything in this? I think we covered everything. And we lost Bobby Joe. So all right. Oh, her phone messed up and died. So Bobby Joe, she's plugging in. She may join us again. Bobby Joe says the TikTok 6 hours 40.2 miles. So very doable record to break on that. So anything else, Marty? Can you think of anything else we missed?
Nope.
Hour and 3 minutes. We almost got it all in. So she's saying Joel Rich has the record. I was thinking he was a country singer. So,
John Rich.
Is it John? So, all right. So we look forward to seeing you guys out at Durty Beer. If you're coming out, love to see you. Come up and chat, say hello. I know Bobby Joe's going to be out there crewing. You going to try and make it over at all, Marty?
Depends. My wife is supposed to be coming into town this weekend, so it depends on what she's got going on. I actually have a sales call over in Tampa Saturday morning at 9:00, so I may run over there after that's over for a little while.
Cool. Yeah, it is a late start, so that's kind of great. So good deal. Mark, enjoy your weekend off of no racing in long run.
Right. Yep, we're going to get back to it next week, so I'm going to enjoy one last week off here before I get back into it.
Yeah. We look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks down here at PTC. So everyone else, have a great weekend. Good luck at your races, long runs, everything along that way, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend.
I almost hit the wrong button. We are ending the stream.